Let's see if I can find my video. I found this guy yesterday. Did anyone get a chance to try and guess what this is?
A twig?
There is a stick here, you're right. But what is this thing that's on here?
It's
Frog.
a frog.
You think it's a frog, Andy? Anybody else want to take a guess?
Yeah. I think it's
No, not that one. That's the other one.
Not the stick, this one. What do you think this is?
I think it's
Hey, Derek.
that's a
There's
stick.
a video.
Hey, come here.
See, now he's upset. Don't look.
Blake, do you have any guesses of what this could be? No? Anybody else want to take a guess? No. Andy thinks it's a frog. But guess what? It's not a frog. This is actually a type of cocoon or casing. There's something inside of it.
A caterpillar.
You think maybe it's a caterpillar? Oh, okay. Anybody else want to take a guess?
Butterfly.
You think maybe butterfly? Okay.
I think it's a bug.
You think it's a bug? Well, guess what? You're right, Blake. There's definitely insects inside of it. Can I show you guys a picture of what's going to come out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it back in the case.
I'm not going to participate, then I'm going to turn the computer off. Don't worry about her.
Daddy. She's gonna show a picture of what it is.
This is a picture of the case, right? And these little guys are going to come out of the case. Does anyone want to take a guess as to what these little, this little green is?
A little green thing. Those are praying mantis.
Yes, who said that?
I did.
Praying mantis.
Sophia, is that you?
Yes.
Yes, Sophia, you're right. That is a praying mantis. So when my little casing cracks open, it's going to have a bunch of little babies that will come out of it. And they will be, they'll grow up to be praying mantises. You can find those in your garden. You can find them.
Praying mantis.
Praying mantis. Their hands fold together, so it looks like they have praying hands. That's why they call them that. But they're a green leafy insect that can be found in your garden. And I found this in a field when I was walking through a farm field. So when we're done with this, Miss Christina's going to put it out in my flower beds. So when it cracks open, guess how many will come out of there?
2.
You think just 2, Sophia? Anybody else want to take a guess?
A lot.
Yeah, Andy, you're right. A lot will come out of there. And I don't want those in my house, so I'll have to put them back out in the garden.
So they can flip around outside.
Yeah, so they can flip around, they can crawl, they can find food to eat. Has anybody gone on any nature walks lately?
On one.
Not
Sophia,
lately.
you went on one? Did you see anything when you were on your walk?
I saw a gate with a pond and some dogs and houses and trees. That's like a nice walk.
Okay. Derek, did you raise your hand? Did you see anything when you went on your nature walk?
No.
Yes, you did.
What did you see?
I do not get to lose.
You know what color you saw?
Okay, you could say that we found it though.
Say I saw rocks.
You saw rocks? Very cool. Did anyone get a chance to see this morning's video for the question on the animal trivia? Do you remember what the question was, guys?
Yeah.
It says, I have a bush. Nope, that was, yeah, is that it? Today's Thursday. I'm from the hot grasslands in Africa. I have a tassel on the end of my tail. I'm known as the king of all the beasts. Who am I?
Lion.
Lion.
Braxton, you think a lion? Sophia, did you say lion?
Which one? Which one was it again?
Do you think it's a lion?
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's there.
Everybody listen one more time. We have a question. They couldn't hear me, so listen one more time. It says, I am from the hot grassy lands in Africa. I have a tassel on the end of my tail, and I'm known as the king of all the beasts. Who am I? What animal? Arnie, you think a cheetah? Anybody else have a guess?
Sit forward.
Cheetah. I'm not guessing. Lion.
Who said lion?
You gotta sit still because you're right in the middle of the camera.
If you think it's a lion, raise your hand. Okay, if you put your hands down. If you think it's a cheetah, raise your hand. All right. Does anybody else have another guess they want to take? No? Well, guess what? If you said lion, you're right. Lion is the king of all the beasts in the jungles in Africa.
Blake was right.
Do you guys like getting the animal trivia questions?
Yes. Yes.
Has anybody worked on doing any of the Lego challenges this week?
I have to make credit card.
The Lego challenge. You want me to go get yours?
Dinosaur.
If you have your Lego challenge, bring it so we can see it.
Because you don't want to do it.
My dad's bringing mine.
Okay.
This is Fluffy. Boy.
Andy, do you have a Lego challenge this week? Okay.
But I can't bring it. I broke it.
Oh. All right. Derek, do you want to show yours first?
Yes.
Go ahead, sir. Tell us, what did you build?
A dinosaur.
You built a dinosaur? It looks good. What kind of dinosaur did you build?
No.
I don't know.
What kind do you know?
A T-Rex.
A T-Rex? Okay. Does this one have a name?
No.
Hey, sit still. Sit still. Anything you want?
No, Arnie. Okay. Well, thanks, Derek. You did a good job building the dinosaur.
Thanks.
Does anybody else have their Lego challenge they want to share? No. Arnie, do you have one today? Rania, do you have a Legos?
Yeah, but it's too tall.
Oh, okay. Well, good job building one. All right, guys, I do have a story for you today. Are you ready?
It's gonna fall off.
Okay. Our story is called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Can you guys see? Okay. So how this is going to work is I'm going to have to look at it and read it, and then I'm going to show you, okay? Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. It's written by Eric Litwin. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. I lost you guys. Okay. Can you see? My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons does he have left? Show me on your fingers, guys. How many buttons does he have left? Good job. That's right. He has 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons does he have left? Show me on your fingers. He had 2 and he lost 1. He now has 1 button. 1 button. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? How many are left, guys? 0. Show me a big 0. He had 0 buttons. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. What do you think he saw? What do you guys think he saw? He saw his belly button. And he kept on singing his song. My buttons, still have my belly button. My button, I still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. All right, my friends. You guys did great today. Thank you for taking guesses on what kind of insect I have. I'll put it out in the garden and I'll keep an eye on it. If it cracks open, I'll take a picture and share it with you again. You guys have any questions? If you're doing good, give me a thumbs up. All right, I miss you guys. If you want to send us, me and Miss Amy, any questions, you can have your mom and dad send it on tadpoles, okay? Braxton did that. He told us what he got for Easter, and I sent him a video back. So if you guys want to send us a message, you sure can, okay? All right, guys. I miss you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye, guys.
Bye.